It's the largest employer in a small town, and it's in the Pacific Northwest. I became to realize this has been a beloved resort for thousands of people and families for generations. So they really have kept it very much under the rug.
The historic Shore Lodge prides itself on being a destination in the hidden gem that is McCall, Idaho. The landmark hotel and resort was created in 1948, but they didn't want it to carry the stigma of a resort when they first opened it. According to one biographer, one of their catchphrases was, in the early days, was wholesome. Today, the lodge and its sister resort, the Whitetail Club, are some of the largest employers in McCall, as you just heard. However, the lodge may be far removed from that original wholesome ideology. As Morgan Romero has learned, several former employees and guests claim its pleasant appearance, well, it masks, I should say, a darkness that is just kind of under the surface. Morgan, there's some really serious accusations coming out against the lodge right now.
Very serious accusations, and those accusations, Brian, have to do with allegations that employees sexually assaulted guests, guests sexually assaulted employees, and employees are accused of sexually assaulting fellow co-workers, all at the Shore Lodge. Right now, Shore Lodge Whitetail LLC, the company, is facing legal action over it. I learned through my investigation, which stems back all the way to early May when we first learned about this story, that multiple instances were reported to police of alleged sexual assault or harassment at Shore Lodge in just the past 2.5 years. A few of those cases led to charges and even a conviction so far. The thread through all these unconnected cases claims that Shore Lodge didn't take sexual assault and harassment claims seriously and didn't take enough action in response to reports. I learned about this story through a woman named Ellie Bond. She reached out to us in early May, and truly, if we're being quite frank, that was really just the tip of the iceberg. Ellie worked as a massage therapist at the Cove Spa last year. She reached out to bring these issues to light and prevent future victims. She was allegedly sexually assaulted by a coworker, and she says she witnessed a guest assaulting a fellow massage therapist months prior. Ellie and her coworker say Shore Lodge management never supported them. I also learned a guest filed a lawsuit against Shore Lodge and a different employee in January. That individual says she was sexually assaulted by that employee months before Ellie and her coworker were allegedly assaulted, all separate incidents. Police reports and court records show multiple people accuse Shore Lodge of being negligent in handling these incidents and failing to be proactive once it became aware of sexual assault and harassment.
And it was just very apparent that they will do anything at the expense of their employees or anyone really to keep their good name and to just get more, keep that business pumping.
So hearing these other assaults, it seems like maybe there's a culture of employees thinking that this is okay, or the lodge sort of cultivating an atmosphere where this sort of behavior is accepted.
By the way, Ellie, who you heard from, no longer works at the Shore Lodge. She has moved out of state to be with family. Internal emails I obtained show Ellie and her coworker went to management and HR earlier this year. They asked them to set up meetings with every department to review Shore Lodge's sexual assault protocols, how reporting takes place, post zero tolerance policies all over the lodge, as well as hold yearly mandatory harassment training for all employees across the board in every department. But by the time Ellie left her job in the spring, most of those things had not been done. I also reached out to the president of the resort and the owners, the Scott family. You're going to hear what they had to say in response to my questions tonight on the News at 10.
Looking forward to that. Again, yes, your investigation into the Shore Lodge and the sexual assault allegations, that's coming up tonight on the News at 10. Looking forward to hear what they may have to say in their defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Morgan.